Hello, hello! That didn't hit stop. Hello. This lighting is a little dodgy. I'm a little darker than I should be. But we have some competitive capture the flag. A new thing as part of the lunar event, or the Chinese New Year event. Whatever you'd like to call it, and camera, please. My face is here. There we go. So, I only just loaded up chat. I haven't done this in like a month and a half. Last time I did it was New Year's. As proven by the message that went out saying, hey, New Year's stream. Which is wrong. But everything looks to be in the green. Which is good. The next question, because I haven't tested this, is whether my hotkeys work, because I've realized that's the screen that I want, and I'm kind of off screen. But basically, I'm starting to peak there. Alright, I'm gonna have to keep an eye on that. But basically, I am going to start with some regular arcade. And then once we're happy with my aim, which I'm not always happy with my aim, we'll then jump into actual competitive CTF placements, because I haven't done them yet. As you can see, I got all the loot boxes for the week, though, because Capture the Flag is amazing. And I'm excited. I haven't streamed in a month and a half, so I'm itching to be here. And secondly, Capture the Flag is my favorite mode. I don't actually no, I do have a hotkey for this. I'm glad I remapped 3 to be this. Now, here's the thing. Because I'm using OBS to capture, this is actually ending up 60 FPS. So, I'm curious if my aim is going to be even worse than normal. Which I think there is a very distant possibility that that will happen. The other thing is I need to go into the filters here, and I need to... No, I need... Slightly. You can't see the Overwatch shirt logo here. What's the point of me wearing the shirt if you can't see it? Now the question is whether the restream chat is actually giving me the right data. Because sometimes it doesn't. The other thing is, I'm wearing long sleeves because that's what this shirt has. So I'm curious if that'll screw me up. But there's only one way to find out. I did tweet out, right? I'm very unorganized at the moment. Now, I am currently streaming to Twitch, Mixer, and YouTube at youtube.com/wizardcmgaming. So pick your platform of choice. I prefer Twitch, and that's the chat I'll be keeping an eye on most. I may have to lower game audio. I'm gonna have to move this here, because I need mouse space. Now, I love this new map. However, I keep screwing up on this new map. Because half of it reminds me a lot of Oasis, which is a different arcade map. And the only way I can really describe it is I keep going the wrong way. Because I expect certain entrance to take me upstairs when actually it just goes around and puts me into the same dangerous entrance that I would be going in through otherwise. So, should be interesting.
Hello.
Make sure I have chat open. Hi, Kitty. Why firstly, what bot is that and where did it come from? Because I did not agree to this. I will have to fix that in a bit. Let me know how audio volumes are, because I might be a bit loud. And if that's the case, then I will have to adjust things. But I also haven't played Capture the Flag while streaming yet. So this should be interesting. Let me know how frame rate is as well. It should be fine, because I kind of know what I'm doing when it comes to OBS. So in the meantime, how are you, kitty? How's your day going? I make sure I log into VivBot and turn it off. I was testing different bots. Because I was like, I want a bot that isn't Streamlabs. Because Streamlabs as a company I don't like. And I used to use Uncrot, which is now owned by Streamlabs. I don't like them as a company. So I was like, I need to find a new bot, right? And I went through like 8 different bots. And I was like, I need a bot that can post or can monitor Twitch chat, YouTube chat, and Mixer chat. Because that way I can have commands and messages that show up on all 3 platforms, right? There are very few bots that actually support all 3. I might have to code my own to some extent. Because some of the options at the moment aren't great. Ah, VivBot enabled. Stop VivBot. Ooh. Now, here's the thing I've already learnt about the changes to this game mode. The best way to capture the flag now is to use a Roadhog, because he can just soak up all the damage. Fast-moving characters are useless because of abilities being removed. And so, like, I can't blink forward, even though I should be able to. Like, I don't mind recall being disabled, and I have to dodge this Widow. I don't mind recall being disabled, but at least let me blink, like, once. Because otherwise I die instantly the moment I get the flag. VivBot is disabled. Yeah, if you have a Roadhog, and a Lucio, that is like just those 2 alone, you already kill it. Add on a Moira or a Mercy, and I mean, maybe a Bastion or something else that can output a bunch of DPS to just distract the enemy. And the other thing is too that once your team drops the flag, it becomes a pain in the butt to actually pick it up again, because then their entire team surrounds that flag. But now that I'm done with my rant, I am good, kitty. Still waiting on fiber at home, which is why the bitrate's still kinda ugh, especially for 480p. But hopefully, the site says January to March I should have it. We're already halfway through Feb, so hopefully within the next month I'll be able to move from ADSL, giving me this crappy internet connection that can't handle streaming, something that'll allow me to stream 3-4 times a week, ideally. I'm thinking like 3 during the week and 1 or 2 during weekends. The only downside of this camera shot is you can't see my Overwatch jacket, which cost me money, you know? I like showing it off. I meant to wear it during my last stream, and forgot. Same goes for, I went to a friend's birthday party, and I just wore, you know, the usual whatever. And while I was there, I was like, I should have worn my Overwatch you know, jacket. But like, technically I shouldn't be wearing this right now, because it's hot in Australia, you know, middle of summer-ish. And so I've got my aircon on, and usually I turn it off and on throughout the stream, and I'm starting to sweat under here a bit, so we'll see how we go. Ah, here we go, they're using the strap. See, Lucio. Genji is the distraction, and Roadhog to actually carry it, but they didn't manage it. That's the thing, Kitty. It's very hard to get a lot of the Overwatch gear here in Australia. Like, I completely second that. Fortissimo is the correct bot. That's more like it. But, like, I need, like, an Overwatch hat. And a beanie. Because I just need more Overwatch merch. I don't have enough. I've got a bunch of Minecraft stuff, because I've owned a Minecraft server for 7.5 years. Something ridiculous like that. Ah, didn't have recall. I really should put on a sidechain, so that the game turns down when I talk as well.
Sniper! You must be cautious. Back to work.
Better question, why did my phone just... Ah. Twitter retweet, that'll do it. Yeah. Shipping from the US is like an extra 20-30 bucks on top of whatever I'm buying. Yeah, they still haven't capped flag yet. I need to turn off notifications on both computers. Alarms only. Actually, I probably should have checked my alerts are working.
That enemy has taken your flag. Recover your flag. 30 seconds remaining. That enemy has
Okay.
recover your flag. That enemy
I think we might be having some problems there. Lucio is the only one alive. Come on, Lucio, you can do it.
has the flag.
Wait, what? Oh, this is interesting. Oh, rip.
The enemy has touched.
No! Come on.
That enemy has taken. Recover your
Haha. We're not going to sudden death. Where is it? Haha! We win.
play of the game.
Okay, accuracy 37%. I think we're ready for comp. I think we are ready. Because everything else looks good. Stream is stable. Alright. Here goes. Okay, I'm thinking I might have to turn down my mic boost slightly in OBS, and then lower the game a tiny bit as well. I'm gonna quickly alt-tab out. I actually also just realized advanced audio properties. I also just realized that I had my alerts source in OBS called the wrong thing. Not that it matters, but like, I really like the I should change that downscale filter. That looks pretty bad. Okay, so all the scale filters look bad. Weird. Yeah, in my off time I spend a lot of time in the OBS support Discord. So I know my way around. And my plan when I get my second internet, when I upgrade my internet connection, is I'll actually do the streaming hard work stuff on my Surface Book 2, which I now own, because that has a 1050 in it. And the more work I can offload to that, the higher quality settings I can have on the game. This queue time is interesting. I do like that it actually has the correct color for the top stuff as well and tells you which game mode you've queued for. But, I just found a game.
Entering Oasis University. Prepare for battle.
Here we go.
Select your hero.
Now, the added benefit of playing competitive Capture the Flag, and I'm going to make sure I'm in team chat for this one, is that you get SR for regular comp, or not SR, sorry, comp points for regular comp towards your golden weapon. My current golden weapons are Tracer, Diva, and Moira. I do love that you can change this now. Although I'm sticking with this skin because, like, for this event.
Cheers, love! The cavalry's here!
Yeah, Kitty, I have the same experience. Most streams I watch, I have to watch them at, like, 360p. Otherwise, my internet just can't handle it. I was trying to watch a friend's stream earlier today, had it at 360, and I was still buffering, so I was like, I guess I can't really watch. Yeah. I don't remember. I'm quite sure I played a bit of Lucio Ball. I ended up in either high gold or low plat. I think it was low plat. My aim's gonna be bad for the... I almost had him. He had no health. Yeah, but for the animated sprays, you need to do really, really well. Ooh. Both teams have taken... The enemy has dropped the flag. Excellent. We've killed most of them. Oh no, Lucio. No! McCree! I need to raise this a little bit. I actually play the game fairly loud. One reason why I kind of am almost yelling for the stream. I know my mic can pick me up even when I whisper like this, and I still show up as fairly loud. But it's more fun to be animated and loud, right? That's what all of the big streamers do, yeah? I also do like that they added sudden death. It really helps.
Warning. Engaging the enemy.
Based on what I've seen for placements for competitive Capture the Flag, people's SR seems to be about the same as what it would be if they were playing regular comp. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Hey, 2-1. So, like, I expect to place in Capture the Flag in high gold. Because they're using that as a baseline. And, like, there are certain things... I'm curious if they actually changed any of the algorithms. People who end up playing this as their first competitive mode.
Enemy has taken
Time's up.
to recover your flag.
Or because the way you play capture the flag, I don't know why it ended mid-sentence.
Flag was returned.
You play capture the flag very differently to any of the other game modes. You either go super offensive or super defensive on a very separate point, whereas in the other game modes you have one point that you're fighting over.
Ever get that feeling of deja vu?
So you haven't done capture the flag placements yet? I have so many friends that like don't like capture the flag,
Ready to activate the sound barrier.
and they also don't like the changes. But like, I love capture the flag no matter what they do to it. I just wish I could blink more as Tracer. Nope.
Flag dropped.
Nailed it.
Flag dropped.
I shouldn't have gone back in.
Enemy flag returned.
Honestly, I take capture the flag really seriously, even in just regular arcade. Even when it's limited to the new map. So giving me a competitive outlet where other people will actually try as much as I am works for me. Not worth it. You can also see me slowly sliding down my chair.
The enemy has taken your flag.
Enemy's got the flag. Let's
Recover your flag.
That's the thing that bugs me. Why can Lucio wall ride and Tracer can't blink even once?
I'll be taking
It's rude, you know?
Was returned.
my ultimate is ready.
I mean, it's a game mode that's designed to be very serious, so I like that they made a comp version. I just don't know if it's good enough to have only 4 weeks of comp for this. Like, I've been saving playing
I'm back.
competitive capture the flag until this stream, but like, other than that, I've been playing this mode in general non-stop since I got home from work yesterday. Even though I actually screwed up my computer slightly
Ever get that feeling of deja vu?
the night before, and so I couldn't actually play on this gaming computer, so I played it on my laptop, which could handle the game on this screen fairly well. I had to have it on low. But like, I couldn't just hunker down and try and fix my computer, which could take a few hours, so I was like, I'll just play on my laptop. I need to play this game now. And like, that's also why I didn't play much Overwatch this past week. One, because I'm sick of being in mid to high gold in comp. Secondly, because most of the people I play with have been unable to play during this week. And thirdly, because I knew Capture the Flag was coming back. I needed to save my competitive energy for the game mode itself. But then we found out that it'll have competitive mode, and I was like, I'm definitely playing this. I'm still bad at shooting a moving Lucio. Well, any moving targets, really. Oh, no. Ha! Saved it.
Where were we?
Saving that highlight. Sorry, McCree.
My ultimate's ready.
Ha! Have some of that. I'm over the moon.
60 seconds remaining. Recover your flag.
I got one of them in a loot box. I haven't bought any of them yet. I'll definitely take a look after this game. Honestly, for me, as long as I have all of Trace's stuff, I don't care. Like all the other stuff is cool. I do want to get the non-event Farah skin from last month.
On defense.
Enemy. Recover your flag.
Back in the fight.
Team
My ultimate is ready.
Okay, here goes.
Our flag
Was returned.
Where's? Oh, they did drop it. Cool. But yeah, I'm super excited to play or to use the new Farah skins at some stage. But like, this is Farah's like 8th blue skin.
Play of the game.
Alpha Monkey. E 39% kill participation. My aim felt a little better this game than it usually is. But I bet it was the same as usual. Yeah, 30%. Career average, 30%. Farah, I really like her as a character and as a... Like, her abilities are great. I second that I don't know how to play her well. Okay, that's one competitive placement done. Let's quickly... I don't have the new Genji skin. Say that safely. I don't have the new Farah skin. Which, like, you've got this one. This one's also blue. Well, blue-green. There's that one. So 3, 4, 5. And then her classic is blue. So 6 blue skins for Farah. I feel like they don't have much of a color palette for her. Which is why I really like this one. But, like, that has a lot of blue accents on it. I just really want this one. I have 16,000 credits. I could buy it right now. I did actually get... I bought May's Luna skin last year. And then I got this in a loot box yesterday. So I was pretty happy with that. Because I was considering getting this one originally. But, like... My favorite color's red. So, like, I couldn't not get this one. Even though this one's a really, really nicely colored skin. Especially the legs, how they go from solid white up here, and I guess the sleeves as well. From solid white to like a deep purple. Like, that's not something you would normally wear. And the purple accents there. But as you can see, I have 94 out of 95 things for Tracer. The only thing I don't have is this ultraviolet skin because I don't like it in the first place. Everything else for Tracer I have. For Diva I'm short about 10 items. I should probably buy this one. I have all the victory poses.
Scoreboard.
Forgot to get this because I was out in the US for most of that event. I don't have all her sprays. I don't have 3 of her highlight intros. But, like, this one's the only one you really need. Right? Hmm. I haven't decided which Reaper skin I like most. I feel like there are 3 versions of his skin. The classic, the Plague Doctor one, multiple variations, and then like stuff that isn't him, really. Because like even Hellfire has his aesthetic, whereas Pumpkin and Dracula and Biker are nothing like it. On Unknown, close enough Overtrack. Overtrack doesn't fully understand competitive CTF yet. So, A, it gets the map wrong. B, it gets the SR wrong, because it's a separate SR system. And C, it doesn't know who actually won. But that's okay. Who else has a skin? Oh yeah, Zarya. I have mixed feelings on Zarya. It's a cool skin. But like nothing beats Barbarian.
Traveling to the Ilios ruins. Prepare for battle. Select your hero.
Battle. Also, this skin is... This is one of my top racer skins ever. Just the gold accents and everything. I've also heard of a bug where if you switch skins when there's like 1 second left on this clock, then what'll happen is you'll load into the previous skin, and then next time you die, you respawn in the new skin, and your ult gets reset.
Cheers, love! The cavalry's here!
So, don't change skins right before setup starts, or you're screwing over your team. Oh yeah, also, I love this.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Capture the enemy flag.
Here we go. It's still weird, like, because that has a circle on it, it's still weird to me that that isn't a capture point.
The enemy has recovered your flag.
Rip.
Back in the fight!
That's 2 of them dead.
Returning
2 of them fighting over there. And I hear that Doomfist. Oh, okay.
Now,
That sounds about right.
nice!
Hello.
Let's try that again!
I'm just getting myself some ult charge. I don't actually expect to cap the flag yet. Okay, I was not expecting to die that quickly to the Roadhog. I have not been keeping up with the Overwatch League.
Wait for me!
Because A, time zones suck, because it always runs while I'm at work. And B, it's just so much content.
The enemy has taken. Recover your flag.
Oh, you guys had to bump him away, huh? Really, we should be going after the Mercy.
Ever get that
Wherever she is. Yeah, that one. My nose is starting to get irritated by the cold air coming from my air conditioner.
Was returned.
No one actually returned it until then.
Your team has
Jettisoning the flag.
much better?
Can you see why I love playing Tracer? be so much fun. How long is this mode? 8 minutes per game? I guess it makes sense. Jeez.
Score 1-0.
Here you go.
Ah, that was crap on my part. I'm probably gonna die. Oh no, shield gen saved me. I really want to just go through and watch every single game because like there is a lot you can learn just by watching other pros play. Like it's not even like, oh, you know, they're using this strat, let's all do that, because the pirate ship strat on Junkertown pisses me off. But stuff like tactics or strange things of one hero doing one thing to get their team to do something or to distract the enemy team in a certain way so that the rest of their team is able to do something else, right? That kind of stuff is awesome. Oh, I didn't have recall. I was button mashing so hard and it wasn't enough. So for 10 placements, each game about 8 minutes. An hour and 15 or so. Depends on how many hit sudden death.
Wait, gotcha. Just in time.
Enemy, recover your flag.
Defend the objective.
I overextend a lot.
Wait for it.
I mean, being good at a hero is 2 parts, right? Well, 3 parts. One is good aim, at least for most of the heroes, seeing as it is a first-person shooter. The second is using their abilities and skills
Your flag was returned.
the right way. It's very easy to, for example, recall at the worst time or not recall in time. And then the third is actually learning tricks with the hero, right? So, you know, so for example, with Moira, just like I linked the Moira rollout subreddit in Fang's stream, those are tricks that you won't learn just by playing. You might learn a couple of the rollouts in certain places just by chance, but knowing that you can use the fade in a way that pushes you off of small objects, you can actually get off some really, really good fades. It gives you really good mobility as a healer to be able to heal your team from areas that the enemy doesn't expect. There's one streamer that's live right now. She's a master Moira player.
There we go.
I've been watching her streams a fair bit.
Hello. Enemies re-engaging.
Team has the flag.
Oh my god, that guy had the new Reinhardt skin.
60 seconds. You have the flag.
No! I dodged that! I dodged it! Oh, I'm recording that highlight.
Greetings.
What do you mean, GG? There's still 30 seconds on the clock. Come on.
Captured the flag.
This is what I love. Say there's half a minute left on the clock. Sometimes, I have one stream highlight that is awesome from Capture the Flag from last year. My...
Enemy has taken the flag. Recover your flag.
Did you hear that?
Has the flag. 10 seconds.
Oh, hi, Pooplel. How's it going?
Was returned.
Tracer was just screaming. Three to 0.
Play of the game.
Ah, so derp. Find it funny that this guy has the same Pharah skin as the guy who got play of the game last match. Yep, I remember that. What got us the first flag. Their entire team instantly quit. I don't actually know whether I should have this top button done up. Because, like, the distance between the buttons is, like, there to there. But, like, I don't want to... On stream, I don't need it to be... I mean, that's just the default highlight intro. Okay. So, that was second placement. Let's quickly take a look at that highlight from Tracer being hit by Reinhardt. I know, right, Toiga? How good is it? Alright, watch this.
60 seconds remaining.
Wait, no, that's not the right one. I mean, that one was really good too. That's not what I meant. Going well, Toiga. I'm having heaps of fun in Capture the Flag. I've done 2 placements so far. How about you?
We're out of time. Everyone
Alright, yeah.
attack now.
So, Reinhardt charges me. And you can hear Tracer continue screaming after he gets trapped. Oh, that's so good. I love it so much. Just trying to remember where my Minecraft mug is. Oh yeah, it's up there. Yeah, Ion Thaya is a lot of fun. I keep getting the entrances mixed up though, because half of it reminds me so much of Oasis. That what happens is, you know how you walk through the very left? It just spits you out in the middle. Instead of actually getting you around, what you have to do is you have to climb up the stairs, go left, then up the back. And I keep going down the bottom left, and it doesn't take me where I expect to go. Exactly, Kitty. It's the same behavior when you do that, and when, in that case, you get trapped, which is hilarious. They definitely should, Toiga. Oh, there's no way to see how much CTF I've played this year, right? Because I have 4 hours on it. I've definitely not played an hour of Winston this year. But yeah, I've played at least like 3 hours of it this year. I would say, for this event. Ooh, and also I'm gonna level up soon. More loot boxes. I also don't like this McCree skin, and I keep getting it on this screen. So I'm just gonna... There. I need to get Fortissimo to send some variations of that message, and not that often. You guys already followed me on Twitter, it's fine. Actually, there's supposed to be a Discord timer, isn't there? Still in queue. Or actually, better yet, what I should be doing is this. Right? Or, better yet... Or that.
Entering Oasis University. Prepare for battle.
You know, it helps if you have the UI on to be able to see what map you're going on. Oh, and they've already lost a
Right,
player,
how we
so-
doing, team? Oh, never mind.
Hi there.
Sheriff left the game.
Well, that was louder than I was expecting.
Rip.
That was much louder than I was expecting. Let's,
Cheers, love. The cavalry's here.
Player has left the match. Match is cancelled in 6, 5... I do like that they moved it to the chat. I'm guessing they just reused the tech that they had for highlights. No, it was mostly my fault because I had this at 60. I've also been experimenting with my voice chat. OBS now supports surround sound, right? As of version 21. And on top of that, one developer decided to make a filter that allows you to rematrix the channels, right? So I was like, okay, virtual cable for the game and virtual cable for voice chat, because the game does allow you to split that, right? So virtual audio device for each of these, right? Hang on, if I hover over this. Right now, input device is audition mic and output is 5.1 speakers, but if I do this, comms device, which is speech output, right? And the idea is that I would prefer to have voice chat come out of this speaker and the one on the other side, which you can't actually see, so that the sound coming out of the speakers in front of me isn't being picked up by this mic. Because I don't wear headphones, right? I am not wearing anything around my ears. Everything you hear is coming out of my speakers. So I was like, I want to put voice chat behind me so that it's as far away from the mic as possible, but I can still hear it. And it kind of works, but OBS audio monitoring has just enough of a sound delay that it's distracting in Overwatch, so I just kind of left it for voice chat. Twitch does support surround. Their docs say they don't, but a few of the people that help work on OBS occasionally have tested it, and it seems to work. Certain services either... I know Facebook, for example, if you don't stream like their surround, or what is it, 360-degree video stream, then their regular stuff just plays the 2 front channels. It just ignores the rest. Whereas YouTube will actually mix down your surround into stereo, which is what OBS does by default, right? I play in 5.1, and I can actually see the levels change, go up and down, even if stuff is playing behind me and not in front of me, because OBS automatically mixes it down. But when I get fiber in hopefully the next month and a half, that's the fingers crossed ideal situation, then I will definitely be streaming in 5.1 surround. Wasn't expecting the Bastion. And it's not just any fiber. Because in Australia, there are like 4 different possible ways to get the NBN, or the National Broadband Network. The first is HFC, which nobody wants. It's mixed technology and it's crap. The second is fiber to the node, which you have a box either at the end of your street or at the end of the nearest main road, and then copper the rest of the way. You have fiber to the home, which is the fiber runs all the way into your house, which unfortunately I'm not getting. Instead, I'm getting fiber to the curb, which is right up outside your house along the curb. They're going to run fiber line, and then they just hook up your existing connection, and that's rather than being, you know, however many meters it is to the end of your street, instead it's like 5 or 6 for me, which should be much better. Because, like, when it comes down to it, copper is not designed for what we use it for. It was designed for phone calls, right? And then we were like, hey, we can, you know, stick data in here. And no. The tech's not designed for that.
Watch out! Oh, let's break this.
Team
Damn!
has the flag.
Who has the flag? Oh, that me.
Your team has dropped the flag.
Well, not anymore, Lucio, sorry.
You have the flag.
My ultimate is charged.
Uh-oh.
The enemy has taken your flag.
They've stolen our flag. Oh!
Vital signs normalizing.
I did it! I did it.
Team has captured the flag.
No one else decided to stop their guy from stealing it, so Genji made it all the way.
Enemy turret down.
I'm gonna die instantly.
Score.
It's this weird island in the south, Puplo, where people like myself have decided to migrate to.
Onward and upward.
The enemy has taken your flag.
They've stolen our flag.
Excuse me.
Oh no, mate! Oh god. Go, Tracer, you can do it! I will keep you alive. Or not. You know.
Enemy flag returned.
This Yeti sunk.
1 to 2. That sucks, kitty. At the moment, if I look at the map for the fiber rollout, every suburb around mine has fiber either in, you know, being worked on or already available. Mine is the only one anywhere nearby that doesn't have it yet. What? I didn't make it on the actual flag! Wait, I can't pick it up while I'm ulted?
Team has the flag.
What?
Your team has dropped. The enemy has taken your flag. Your team has the flag.
I also think they shouldn't cut out the messages of dropped flag and taken the flag just because a new drop or... Why is nobody stopping the guy that has the flag? Because we're about to lose.
Defeat.
Well, first loss.
Play of the game.
So, movement abilities drop the flag. Stuff like traces, blinks. I posted a list somewhere in Panda's Discord. So Diva, boosters and ultimate restricted. All Doomfist abilities restricted. Genji dash restricted. Junkrat concussion mine partially restricted, so only if you use it to move yourself forward. Lucio's amp it up is restricted while crossfade is set to speed boost. May's cryo freeze is restricted. Mercy's guardian angel and Valkyrie are restricted. Moira's fade and coalescence are restricted. Farah's jump jet is restricted, and her concussive blast is semi-restricted. Reaper's wraithform and shadow step are restricted. Reinhardt's charge, Soldier's sprint, Sombra's camo and translocator, Tracer's blink and recall, Widowmaker's grappling hook, Winston's jump back and primal range. Rage, not range. And transcendence as well. So most of the heroes, personally, what I've seen is that you have a Roadhog and a Lucio. The Roadhog has so much of a health pool that he doesn't die, plus the Lucio to speed him from point A to B. So that's what tactic everyone has been using, and it works really well, and it's frustrating to play against. Because in general, the game mode favors tanks. As a DPS, you're useless. Yeah, according to this, Symmetra has no restrictions.
Traveling to the Ilios ruins. Prepare for battle. Select your hero.
SimTP apparently is not. I would be very interested to see that in use. So far, even in just regular capture the flag, what I've noticed is people just place a shield gen down on their own side, which is useless. I would much prefer a telly on the enemy's side, but I don't know, especially on Ayantaya, where that would go on the map.
I don't like this standing around.
Yeah, that's a little more realistic for my camera.
Last one there's a rotten egg.
Oh, my ping is at 3,000. Why is my ping 3,000? Should I not have alt tabbed out?
Let's get started. My masterpiece. Turret's under fire.
The Sydney server. Why is my ping 220?
Recover your flag.
Stop like that. Back in the fight.
Your flag was returned.
Come get your armor.
PSE 2 is Sydney. Because my round trip time is 60 right now. My ping is back down to 70. That was weird. We have 4 people near their flag.
Sorry, big guy. Thank you.
Seeing Diva's tail cracks me up.
Enemy turret ahead. Missile activated. Enemy turret's not gonna bother us anymore.
Flag.
See? You have to be a tank. Anything else and you die instantly. defeats the whole point of Tracer, you know? But like, I love playing Tracer in this mode, so like, I'm not gonna stop just because they remove all her abilities, right?
My ultimate is ready.
That's their problem, not mine.
Much obliged. Schaden verstärkt.
But that's the thing, Toiga. The whole point of this is to get rid of people camping the point, right? Torb and Bastion do not work as well as they did. Shit. Whew. That was dangerous. Because the changes are specifically designed to counter that. It's also designed to counter all DPS doing what DPS do best. So, I don't know. We'll see. They might change the rules again next year. Because, like, I remember when they originally announced, oh, we're doing a capture the flag. And they were like, one of the things we're not doing is, you know, limiting abilities. Because that is crap to play and defeats the whole point of playing Overwatch in the first place, right? Because the game is centered around abilities. So that was their reasoning behind not limiting abilities last year. And then this year they're like, so we decided to, you know, limit abilities and we think it feels really good to play. Tracer not being able to blink safely doesn't feel good. See, I couldn't kill Winston in time, right? Yeah, Symmetra can slow people with the flag. That's where her turrets come in really handy for that, right? It doesn't have to specifically be around the flag itself, but whatever exit they expect to take, you need to try and block them from doing that. Right?
They have a shield generator.
Enemy turret's not gonna bother us anymore.
I blinked right into that Junkrat ball that was bouncing around. Kitty, my understanding will be that they will do the old Uprising event plus a new one, because Uprising is their entire... It probably won't even be called Uprising, to be honest. That was last year's event. It'll be called something else this year that'll have a different... different things happening in a different time period, possibly with different heroes. My understanding on top of that is Uprising, like the existing one, will actually be extended further, so it won't just be... Like, what were we supposed to do in that? Hi, old battery. How are you doing?
They have a shield generator. Where were we?
Enemy turret ahead. Found their shield generator. Time to knock it out. Group up with me. Enemy turret ahead the flag. Enemy shield generator ahead the flag.
I'm gonna die fighting this Winston all by myself. Yeah, our team keeps dying. Moira Blackwatch would be cool. And the thing is, since that Uprising event, a lot of heroes have been introduced, right? Doomfist especially. I would love to see an event surrounding Doomfist's return, right? Because we know that, lore-wise, we know that Doomfist fought a bunch of OR-15s in... what's the name of that map?
Check it. Enemy turret ahead.
I'm blanking. In the airport. And so that's one thing he did, right, to get his glove back, right? So I'd be curious to see that and him in charge of his,
60 seconds remaining.
you know, in charge of the bad guys. Oh, there's a... Yep.
My ultimate is almost ready.
Barney, that's it. Thank you.
Well, that just
Oh,
happened.
we have a whiny. Do we? Yeah.
Yeah.
30 seconds remaining.
Capture the flag. It's running out. We must not fail.
They're probably complaining about NG36.
Your team has dropped the flag. 10 seconds remaining.
My ultimate is ready. Saddle up.
I didn't have recall ready. Oh no.
Play of the game.
That's 2 wins, 2 losses.
Epic.
Thank you, thank you.
So here's what I'm actually going to do. I am going to quickly refill both cups. Take a very, very quick break. I'll be back in about a minute or two. And then we shall continue the competitive placement. I was hoping it was going to be the animated one. But fine. You know, it helps to have the mic not muted. But that's okay. I'm no pro streamer. Right then. Let's just jump right back into it after we open this. This webcam really likes going blurry, huh? Oh, we got...
Cause for celebration.
I'm at 15,900 credits game. I don't need more. Ah, I didn't have this one. Well, there you go. This little bit of hair is bugging me slightly. Okay. Loving these new audio meters in OBS, though. I occasionally hit the red. Actually, no. I don't hit the red anymore. Sweet. Well, okay. I touch the red. But I'm mostly in the yellow, even when I talk like this. Which is perfect. I'm keeping the game at around negative 25. So I've extended the, you know what? I'm going to extend it to half an hour. Because I can't specify how many messages in between. But I can specify how often. So every half hour is what it's going to be. Because 20 minutes is not that much when it comes to a stream. Because we're already an hour and 20 minutes into this stream. And we've done 4 placements. Here's my friend leaderboard, by the way, for this mode. We've got Dusty Bird at bronze. Tagoli at silver, which is where he is in regular comp. Current comp season 1986. And in here is 1944. Hello, Sterling. Well, I mean, I have like 5 wizards in my friends list on Battle.net. Vila is the singer in the first song that I played at the start of the stream. She's gold. And then Navia is, of course, diamond because her regular comp is in high plat. Let's see. Social. Let's see. Wizard Ace is currently on mobile. And then we have Wizard offline for 17 hours. Where are the other 2 wizards that I had? Where did they go?
Entering Oasis University. Prepare for battle. Select your hero.
I'd be surprised if there isn't. But again, the CTF scoring is, you know, Sterling, you can just click on my name in Discord and then click watch. You know that's a thing, right?
Cheers, love! The cavalry's here!
And yeah, I'm not surprised, Pooplel. There is definitely reason to play tank in this. And Kitty, yeah, Top 500, I wouldn't be surprised again. Doesn't mean much. Normally with a regular comp season, they only actually start populating both the friends and the top 500 leaderboards after like a week or two, whereas for this one they've started instantly. I'm curious why they do it. Okay, so we killed 4 of them. Is that enough? Oh, there was that trap! It's been there since Discord has been able to say that you were live on Twitch.
Let's up the tempo.
Wait for me!
But that's okay. Oh, I need to get rid of those turrets first. I don't know what it is, but when I'm streaming, I love watching
You know what time it is.
the preview for my own stream, even though it's the same game. Like, I can get a larger version of it on this big screen at a higher frame rate.
Shield generator here somewhere.
A little bit of micro stuttering. Oh, nope, nope, nope. There we go.
Oh, deja vu.
Dead eyes.
They've got a shield generator here somewhere.
Oh, it was hidden behind the chair. Wasn't sure how to approach that one.
Flag drop.
Drop the beat.
No.
Back in the fight.
Things are good. It's very hot here. I love it. I've been working at my new job for 3 months now. Almost 3 months. About a week away from it. 3 months exactly. And they gave me a contract extension, which is exciting. I'll be there for at least another 3 months. And there are discussions of possibly going full-time, but we'll see how those go. I mean, you say 35. We had a 42 a couple weeks ago. There's a reason why I have air conditioning in my bedroom now. You know, this room is air conditioned. Okay, yeah, no, I'm not going there. Good job, McCree. They've got a shield gen. I expect us to lose this one.
Enemy has
Point
taken
against
the
it attack.
flag.
That didn't work.
Enemy flag returned. Recover your flag.
Yeah, right?
Consolidate our
Enemy has
defenses on the
taken
point.
your flag.
Freedom units. I love that term so much. Lucia, what are you doing? You should, Oh, they were all here. That's what you were doing. You were escaping from the torture of being attacked by
Eyes on the shield
a roadhog and 2 other healers. Oh, and that, I guess. Yeah, there's some Symmetras everywhere.
Back in the fight.
But no, we survived the 42 degrees. It's all good. Like, using all this job money for weird gadgets and things. After this game, I'll actually show you guys. Because I bought a thing. After watching a video. Is the game a bit loud, by the way? I'm looking at these values and they're not looking great. Humidity 100% depends on the day. We've had super humid days and we've had days where it's not particularly humid at all.
Enemy has taken your
Knock them back.
Oh, they've already taken one flag.
team has the flag. Your team has
No, Symmetra, get back here.
enemy flag. Team has the flag.
Apologies if I'm a little focused right now. I'm not talking. We have our flag. Well, we have their flag. Haha! Now it's 1-1.
Your team has captured
Maybe we'll hit sudden death. I like sudden death. Oh,
1-1.
thanks for letting me know. Yeah, I'm at some stage gonna go through and
Your team has dropped the
configure the what's it called? The side chain to turn down the game volume when I talk. I might do that after this game.
enemy flag returned. 60 seconds remaining.
Yeah, that's the trickiest thing about balancing audio, Toyga, is everyone's setup is different. And a lot of people tell me that my mic is too quiet, when literally my mic right now is hitting negative 10 dB. So like, you do not want to be above negative 10 dB, ever.
30 seconds remaining.
I don't know why people complain about my audio being too quiet. Just means everyone else has their mic too loud. It means.
Recover your flag.
Is someone going to recover that? Cool.
10 seconds.
We're going to focus on,
Was returned. Team has the flag.
oh,
Your team has dropped over. Your team has the flag.
I don't watch Olympics.
Team has
Sterling.
dropped the flag.
Wait for me!
Oh,
Wicked!
they're returning it.
Enemy flag returned. Sudden
Sudden death. I love this.
prepare for
The
battle.
animation for that is also really cool.
Select your hero.
Just saying.
Cheers, love! The cavalry's here!
Five,
Yeah, curling has some weird outfits.
2, 1.
Of course they have a bastion. I need to just bug them. In my experience, sudden death doesn't go for very long.
Flag drop.
Usually ends up with one team just capping it and taking it back. But no, isn't curling usually done indoors anyway?
Enemy flag.
We have like
Yeah!
ice skating rings.
The enemy has taken.
Oh no, there you go. They took the flag and they win. Because no one seems to bother taking care of the person that has the flag in sudden death.
Play of the game.
Enigma. Alrighty. So, main thing I was going to do was add a sidechain to desktop audio. Now this is a new feature of the compressor filter in OBS. Let's talk about cool stuff. Audio stuff. Essentially, what you can do is you can set a maximum volume that your desktop audio is allowed to hit when another source is playing, right? So in this case, I want desktop audio to never go above negative 20 when I'm talking. So let's do that now. I just noticed I had a rematrix filter on my desktop audio for no reason. Compressor. Okay. That should do it. I might do it negative 21. Just in case. Now, if I play a highlight, doesn't matter which. Oh, actually, no, this one. Alright, kitty. Good night. See you later. Okay, so it's going a little loud, and now that I'm talking, it's turned itself down. And then I talk again, and it goes down again. I don't need minions. Well, actually, minions would be cool, but... No, it's just me. Honestly, I wish I could do more stuff with OBS in a professional setting, like I did back last year and the year before when I was working at Appster. I would occasionally help out with their... They had an event called Disruptive Startups, and it was like there was an audience of maybe 200 people, and they would interview, you know, cool people that run startups. And I was like, well, why don't, seeing as we're recording this anyway, why not stream it as well? So I ran that using OBS, and like there are features in OBS now that came out, you know, last month in version 21 that would have been awesome for those streams. The new audio meters, the sidechain, and especially the multi-view, which allows you to be able to see all your scenes on one screen at once, and then be able to either click on one or to preview it, and then double click on it to switch to it. Like, that is something that you use in a, you know, professional, like, you know, video or TV station, right? That sounds like it'd be super tricky. Oh, actually, no, you're right, Sterling. I've seen that too. Now that I think about it, I have seen that comic. I don't remember exactly what was in it, and if you find the link, please post it in chat for everyone else.
Prepare.
But,
Select your hero.
I need to find out if there's a way for me to turn off the random emoji that Restream chat adds. Because the word "it" that you posted, Toiga, has like a paint can above it and the letters E-I-T that are flashing rainbow colors. So I had to actually open Twitch chat to figure out exactly what you said.
I'm over the moon.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Capture the enemy flag.
I have yet to watch the Minions movie, actually. I should get around to that.
Enemy turret ahead.
Ha! Got him!
Back in the fight.
Nope, I shouldn't have stepped on that. I kind of expected the trap to be there. Just didn't think.
And she's back in the game.
The enemy has placed a turret.
Oh, actually, that's another way we can test. By being in voice chat, someone else talks, and I talk, we'll know if it's working.
My ultimate is almost.
We might need to turn... Ah, there we go.
They have a diva?
Oh!
Recover your flag.
Oh, good turret.
Wasn't just the turret, but okay. Yep, Sterling, you can post the link.
Flag was returned.
I don't really like limiting stuff like that, posting links, and Fortissimo doesn't support regulars. I wouldn't be able to whitelist people anyway.
Zen's top left.
Let's try that again.
Yeah, now when I talk, you'll hear the other people that are talking go down in volume. Technology is great, isn't it?
Your flag.
Oh, dick.
I'm back.
Oh. And Lucio always gets me.
Enemy security time out.
Your flag was returned.
There we go.
Nope, that Zen's gonna kill me.
Well, that just
Enemy
happened.
turret just.
No poop, lol. It's a global phenomenon. It's the future.
Ready to activate the sound barrier.
There's 3 going for the point.
They are
Recover
taking the
your
objective.
flag.
Tough luck.
Oh,
I don't think that Tracer knows how it works.
Your team has
Oh, rip!
Go Lucio.
Forgot about the Zen!
Warrior flag was just.
I forgot about the Zen!
the enemy has taken your flag.
We
Wait
must
for me. Whoa.
So it's gonna be 1-1, is it?
Recover your flag.
Someone recover our flag.
Enemy
So, our Lucio fell off the map.
enemy has taken your
Our Lucio fell off the map.
They have our our flag. We must take it back.
I didn't have recall.
Well, that just
The
happened.
enemy
Miles,
has
watch out for that
captured your
turret.
Alright, next, no fancy tricks, guys. We need a win.
flag. 0
Enemy
to
turret
1.
destroyed.
See, come with me. We'll just go for it.
Oh no!
Now, where
Alright, Zenny's trying.
I regret everything!
Broncos just inside the door.
That's usually what comics are about, though, Toyga. They're usually some kind of social commentary.
Yeah.
Tracer, are you any good at melee or just trying to go melee? Just like, just wall them off and following you.
Thanks.
Vou desenhar assim.
Eat my duck. Let's try that again. Enemy
My aim right now is poop. Even I agree.
Yeah, they're pushing hard.
The enemy has placed a turret here.
The enemy has taken your flag.
Yeah, that Lucio has it, so...
Enemy dropped that flag. Enemy turret on the left.
The enemy has taken your flag.
Ever get
Oh,
that
come on,
feeling?
guys.
I didn't know the Junkrat was there.
I'm back.
Right, now they're gonna go super defensive.
The enemy has
I read a fair few comics, especially questionable content.
0 to 2. Match point.
Which is the one that Shu and Lauren read too.
Has the flag.
Taking the flag to base.
Your team has dropped the flag. Your team has the flag.
I am taking possession of the flag.
I'm sick of Lucio stealing flags.
Your team has the flag.
Including our own. I want it.
Wait for it. Now, where were
Your team has
Dropping the
dropped the
flag.
flag.
Oh jeez.
Your team has 60 seconds remaining.
Oh, who has it now? Genji. That's the thing that I'm noticing a lot.
Your team has
Yeah,
captured
online's count, definitely. Online ones,
Score.
definitely.
1 to 2.
There's a turret behind you.
Match point.
Drop the beat.
ever get that feeling? Deja vu.
Your team has the flag.
No, I don't think I've ever actually done that
Team
myself.
has dropped the flag.
Purchased and read a comic. Oh, actually, maybe ages
30
ago.
seconds remaining.
We need to attack or we're going to lose.
Enemy flag returned.
Let's take that flag.
Hi, I'm just here to be annoying. I know I can't grab it.
10
Gotcha.
This Zen! This Zen is evil!
Come on, guys.
team has dropped the flag.
My ear is bleeding.
Back to
I
work.
have confirmed this now.
Wicked.
Not even my ear, it's under my ear. Well, that's unfortunate.
GG.
Trace is not really that strong in this, unfortunately.
Play
Too
of the
weak.
game. I
I have encountered many really good Symmetras and really good Zenyatas in Capture the Flag. Yeah, I'm never going to stop playing Tracer and Capture the Flag. Like, even though she's basically useless now, she's still a hell of a lot of fun to play. Warning, long wait to find a fair match. Does that mean I'm gonna place in plat? What does this mean? Don't mind me just posting a new thing on Twitter. Oh, there we go. That sounds really cool, Sterling. I can't wait to customize our boats in Sea of Thieves. Like, that is gonna be the best thing ever. I've been watching so many Twitch clips and highlights and archives of the game. But you know how ready I am for it? I picked up these during PAX last year. So that's 2 months right there. Plus this, which came with our Xbox One S that's in the living room. Plus this. Plus I haven't actually started the, like, 2-week trial of Game Pass. So my first, like, 3.5 months of Sea of Thieves are going to be free, essentially. Because, like, right now, to pre-order Sea of Thieves, it's literally $100 Australian. I'm not spending that much until I know exactly what I'm getting. Because, like, I spent that much on Forza Horizon 3. I've played a ton of that. I love that game. But I've also played the previous Forza games. Sea of Thieves, we've kind of gotten a general idea of what's going to be in it. But we don't actually know what's going to be in it. Like, we know there's going to be a Kraken and, you know, we don't know what other AI there's going to be, what kind of boat and hero and character customization there's going to be. So I want to kind of see all of that first before I shell out $100 on a game. Because, like, in Forza Horizon 3, you can customize your car infinitely, right? And a racing game has infinite replayability. Sea of Thieves might not. It might end up being very similar to what we had during the closed beta, which was a lot of fun and not particularly repetitive, but I could see it getting repetitive within a month or two, right?
Hello. Is anybody on team?
Hello, hello.
Hey, what up?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah,
Alright.
games still suck. Really, what I should be doing with audio is I still should be putting, I hate mace that have really good aim. I really should put voice chat on a separate thing so that I can at least change the sidechain on that one slightly differently than the game sidechain. Because, like, I don't want to... When I'm playing with friends, I don't want my mic to cut them out the way I'm cutting out these randoms right now. What happened there?
I was defense matrixing. I have no idea what happened.
Yeah, Sterling, I can't remember the last time I pre-ordered a game. I think even with Overwatch, I bought it the day it came out.
Oh shit, Lucio, don't die!
Oh, thanks.
Because, like, I would rather know what I'm getting. The other thing is, too, I don't want to make companies think that pre-ordering is fine. That making things require a pre-order is okay, because it's not. In the same way I don't buy microtransactions from any game other than Overwatch, because I play enough Overwatch that it makes sense.
You got what's coming. Let's try that again.
Nice.
Okay, now their whole team is dead.
Alright, I'll stay back,
Oh, they have a Bastion.
Dude, fuck that Bastion, dude.
And she's
I warned them about the Bastion, and then they all died to the Bastion.
It's away from the Bastion.
Alright, will this regroup really quick?
Too late. Yeah. Sterling, I agree. There have been too many games that were just unfinished on release day. With either critical bugs or just not much stuff, right? And like Rare have always been pretty good with their games, but also when's the last time they released a game, right? So I'm excited to see what we get, but I'm not willing to put about $100 on it.
Oh, Junkrat, no! Sorry, I didn't see you there.
Yeah, I don't know if there is a good solution, Sterling, to games being more expensive to make and people wanting them more often, right?
Alright, I can see the Bastion.
I forgot these maps have fireworks you can shoot.
He's going after me. He's after me. He's
I completely forgot.
Alright, May is one hit. Was one hit. Nice.
Run now while you got sound barrier.
Bring the flag back to Papa Torb.
Recover your flag.
Oh, nice. Oh shit. Almost.
There's no one near it to have it back.
Come here. I'm healing you, bro.
Oh, there we go. Lucio got it.
Yes!
Your team has captured the flag.
Junkrat's
Yeah, and I've 100% seen that kind of stuff where, hey, we're gonna delay the release of this game by 2 months to get it right the first time, which I completely respect as someone who's in web development myself and knows how the development pipeline in general works. I can safely say that waiting an extra couple of months is always a better idea than just releasing what you've got.
Let's get their flag while they're fucking robots down.
back in the fight.
Your team has the flag.
Run! Run, my friend! Just go, just go, go! I got your back. Go, go, go!
Speed boost, speed boost, speed boost! Oh!
On that line of thinking, especially.
Nice.
While working at the company that I'm working at now, I've noticed that. So when we started, we had.
I'm just so happy I found a team that speaks.
1 week sprints, which is we come up with a list of things we need to get done during the week at the start. And then we spend that week working on those features, and we have a release. In our case, we were doing 2 releases a week, one on Tuesday and one on Thursday. The downside of that was we had absolutely no time to plan anything. So then we'd release something, and then we'd... we develop something, and then on Thursday go, hang on, this feature doesn't work entirely great, because it needs this. So then the next week we have to add on to the thing we did last week. Or what happens is we have this thing that we've written, and then we go, oh, well actually we need to add this next thing, but we had no time to code this properly, so there's no easy way to add this, so we're going to have to rewrite the first thing from scratch so that we can add the second thing. Whereas now that we're no longer at the whim of the client, we're just working on a bigger picture, we can actually spend the time to go, okay, so we need to make this feature. How do we make it right so that everything works the way it should, and so that when we eventually add stuff to it, which might be next week, it could be the week after, it could be 3 months from now, but in a way where we can extend and improve that feature down the line without having to rewrite it 3 times. So, giving your developers an extra couple of months and delaying the release of something is much better than releasing something partially with stuff that's not properly functional done already. Oh, we're 2 players down now? I'm gonna focus on defense then.
Back in the fight.
If we can hold this... It's gonna be sudden death. And then we're gonna get wrecked.
That enemy has taken. Hey. Enemy flag returned.
I mean, you learn pretty quick that releasing every 2 days is a pain in the butt. Which is what you would have to do if you release your game on time, but then have to keep working on bug fixes and patches, right? Oh my god! Compared to now, we release about once a week, but we don't have to. We're not tied down to having to release it. So yeah, my first month and a half was like that at the company I'm working at, and I wouldn't do it again. It was fun, and I learnt a lot, but I would much rather do things properly. I know, right? There we go. Genji OP. I'm gonna have to drop out again for a moment. So I'll be right back. This is gonna be a much shorter disappearance. Alrighty, I'm back. Just didn't want my bladder to explode, you know? I really should iron this collar, because it has no idea what it's supposed to do. It's just all over the place. In the meantime, I also have a nice little Mars bar that's been sitting on my desk for like 3 weeks. Still fine, right?
Now arriving at the Nepal village. Prepare for battle. Select your hero.
So, apparently, Overtrack only actually saw the first game. Or at least it only uploaded the first game. Which is what the thing in my Discord is. Posts Overwatch competitive results. Which makes sense, because it's capture the flag, it's not proper comp. Yeah, definitely Sterling. Making games is becoming more expensive, but also think about how future games are going to be designed as well, and that is VR. So you have to think about so much more, and you're just not going to be able to get the like really nice games that you get now in that kind of environment. I can probably turn my game back up now. I actually play this game fairly loud so that I can hear when stuff is happening, especially behind me.
My ultimate is charging.
Defense it is!
Much obliged.
I can feel that ping, by the way. 110 right now. Definitely on a Sydney server.
Let's try that again.
Recover your flag.
They have dropped our flag. Secure it.
Returning the flag.
Flag was
My
returned.
ultimate is charging. My ultimate
Enemy
is
turret
charging.
within my sight.
Yes, VR is definitely still pretty niche. And it's a number of things. One, the hardware's expensive. B, you need the space. C, games are expensive to make, and in VR even more so. Companies are still learning how to make VR games fun, and for long periods of time, and also games take time to make. So, you know, Fallout VR and all of that stuff is like, okay, we've just ported an existing game, and it kind of works, but like, the locomotion might not be great, the combat might be, you know, flaky. Because no one 100% knows what is the best way to do combat in VR, and then, on top of that, what kind of hardware can you expect your players to have? I listened to a podcast called Voices in VR. And essentially, this guy interviews people working in gaming and in VR and in all sorts of, like, areas that could be useful in immersive experiences and immersive entertainment. And one of the interviews he did recently was around,
Attack the enemy's flag!
it was around something that was... I've lost my train of thought. What exactly was I talking about before I started talking about Voices of VR? Oh, yeah. So there's one technology that one company is doing, and that is, you know, gloves that you can wear in VR, right? And right now, their demo is essentially like a box, like, bigger than my camera, cut out right now, where you stick your hand in and it's able to properly track your hand, right? And they actually have a glove as a demo that you can wear that... It's super interesting because the way it works is it has a bunch of technologies in it designed to replicate different textures, right? And the idea is that especially in business, in like training, you want to be able to put your employees in a situation where where the experience of doing something feels that way, right? So that they can get used to using their muscle memory to properly do things even when they're not in VR. And it's interesting to see the tech for good VR in like what you would want is a long way away. 5-10 years at least, right? Because the only reason we have VR headsets as it is now is because mobile phones have gone, you know, really far progressed in terms of resolution and latency and frame rate. And our mobile processing is also really good, right? And that's only because of smartphones. But now that VR is kind of... Now that we have that, we can start going, well, how do we want to design the other aspects of VR? And that's going to take a lot of time. It's expensive and takes a lot of time. That is a very good point. Realism in VR is a tricky topic because everyone's like... I'm on a 15-player kill streak. Can I just point that out? The thing is, everyone's going for amazing realism at the moment, or they're trying to, but the thing is, the biggest stopper for that at the moment is, what's it called? There's that where humans look almost real, but not real enough, so your brain goes, oh, there's something wrong with that. Uncanny Valley, that's what I'm looking for. Uncanny Valley is going to take us forever to actually go past. But the other thing is, too, that for that realism, it really depends on what it is. If it's something like you're training to be a firefighter, then obviously you can only have a certain level of realism where you don't actually kill your firefighter in the simulation. because that is a lot of psychological stress, right? But you do want to put them into situations where they can get used to reacting correctly to the situations that they might be in.
Recover your flag.
We're actually going to win this one. So, like, people want it to be real, but the other thing is we can tell our brains this isn't real, but let's pretend. Because you can tell the difference between what's real and not real, right? Can I just say that kill on that Doomfist was amazing. I don't think VR will ever be in line with real life. Like, I don't think we will ever reach the technology and the AI and all of that to be able to do that properly. But we'll get super close, right? And the last bit, all we need to do as a player, as a person in that experience, be able to go, I know it's not real, but I'd like to pretend it's real. And that's enough for your brain to go, okay, yeah, this is real enough. I'll take it, right? There was one guy very early on when the Vive was released that he put on a VR headset. And the idea was for him to wear it for 24 hours. Or something like that. It was something maybe less than 24, but more than 12. The idea was spend a whole day in VR, right? And obviously he took naps, he ate, you know, meals and all of that. But the most interesting thing about that entire experience for him was at the end, when he took off the headset, the first thing he said was something akin to that real life looked so much better, right? And that's because being in VR that long, his brain got accustomed to the fact that, you know, that you could see pixels and that your field of view is limited, right? And so once he took it off, his brain went, oh, actually, that's not what life looks like. This is what life looks like, right? Because there's that difference. And so if you're immersed into experiences enough, you can kind of ignore the weird inconsistencies and the stuff that prove that it's not real. But the way you use VR as a user, as a player, is you want things to feel as real as possible. Like, you're not going to play a first-person shooter and want every bullet to, you know, for you to feel every single bullet as it hits you, right? Especially if it hits you, you know, right here or right here. But you want to at least have some sort of feedback that says, I've been hit, I should hide.
Welcome to Ayutthaya.
Ooh, Ayutthaya. I love this map. I still suck at it. I'm still learning to pronounce it properly. Ayutthaya. I'm glad they made a CTF specific. Yeah, but here's the thing, Sterling. That will take a while. I have a 1080 Ti. I can mostly run VR games just fine, right? There are certain situations where my 1080 Ti isn't enough. But keep in mind, I have a Vive that's now 2 years old. There's a company called Pimax, which made an 8K VR headset. There is no technology at the moment that can handle 8K very well, especially rendering it in real time for both eyes at 90 Hz, right? Because you need 90 Hz at least. But people are saying, ideally, you want 120 Hz per eye. That way you absolutely can't tell the difference. It's going to take a while for CPUs and GPUs to catch up to the screen technology itself, and then for the screen technology itself to be light and responsive enough and small enough and compact enough. Every time I load into a game, my ping is, like, weird. I'm at 160 at the moment. And I'm on a Sydney server.
Enemy, recover your flag.
I shouldn't have done that. Yeah. Sci-fi VR is a long way away. But I'm also excited to watch the movie that'll be coming out this year that is like VR the way we want it, right? Like, I could talk VR all day. There are so many fascinating aspects about it. Because when it comes down to it, ideally VR for the general consumer is essentially going to be role-playing, right? You are this character in this situation doing this thing. So if you want like a pseudo VR now, go LARPing, right? Because it's going to be the same thing eventually. Go LARPing, go to D&D, like tabletop stuff. Sterling, you're gonna think I'm not a proper nerd, but I've never like properly watched Star Trek. Right, can we actually attack them now? Is that a thing we can do?
Shield matrix established.
I can never actually make my hair do what I want it to.
Back in the game.
So it does weird stuff in between. And you probably can't even see it in the 480p stream with 1500 bitrate.
Much better.
There was a really good book I read a few years back called Overland, which had really good, which had a really cool idea for how VR would work. I definitely recommend it as a book. It was really interesting. I really want to reread it. I might buy an audiobook of it or something and listen to it to and from work. But essentially you would put on this kind of like oxygen mask kind of thing and slip into a tube essentially. And that tube would provide you with that tube would be filled with a gel that it was able to fake textures and solidity, right? And you would be floating in this tube while in VR. And like that, I think in a way that's kind of the end goal, where you're in some way suspended in some kind of thing where you can actually interact with stuff. You know, walls are walls, but you're not limited by your real space, which right now you actually have to have. If you want to be able to walk 3 meters, you need 3 meters of space.
I found the teleporter.
And yeah, 100% agree on that last point, Sterling. Teleporter, you say?
Now, where were we? Tip-top. Thank you.
Why is our shield gen in a very obvious visible spot? That's what I'm wondering.
Much better. Ever get that feeling, deja vu? Here you go. Gotcha. Thanks.
we still haven't capped... Oh, we have capped a flag. But... we're not winning yet. And everyone just died. And actually, I remember someone saying that you can actually lower this now. Yeah, there we go. It's a little better. Hi guys, just farming your health pool for... I'll charge. Not actually expecting to kill you. Oh god. I regret that. Just making sure I didn't actually miss any messages. Oh god, McCree, no. Oh, loud.
60 seconds remaining.
Smashing.
I keep getting that Zen.
Armor over here.
It's because I'm used to being wrecked by Zen players in this mode.
Sniper, don't get caught.
30 seconds remaining.
Okay, so this will be our second sudden death game of the season.
Let's try that again.
Seriously? This is comp.
Your team has dropped the flag.
Thank you.
Who leaves a competitive game?
Keep marching until the end.
I got wrecked.
That enemy has recover your flag. That enemy has taken your
Stop
flag.
them.
Yeah, we're gonna lose this now.
Recover your
Now that we're down a player.
Pick up our flag.
Thanks, love.
Oh no, wait, he's back.
That
Wait.
enemy has taken your
I'll stun them back.
recover your flag. Your flag has returned.
Sudden death.
Prepare for battle. Select your hero.
Yes, darling. I agree that how that would work in practice is questionable. There will always be experiences like D&D where it's in your head, because the beauty of that is the Dungeon Master or the Game Master only tells you so much about a thing. And this is in the Voices VR podcast as well. There was an episode about from a D&D Game Master, right? And they said that the beauty of D&D is, as the GM, you might say, oh, you know, you approach this house with a broken window, right? Each person's mental image of how that house will look will be very, very different. Even if you describe as much as you want about the house, for one person, it'll be a single-story house. For another person, it'll be two-story house. It might have 5 windows on the front. It could be blue. It could be red, right? It'll always be different for different players in that environment. The downside of VR is then someone has to actually go and design that environment, that house that you're going to see, in a way that makes sense to all the people playing.
Play of the game.
Yeah, and pain is one of the trickier things in that situation as well, because other emotions are very easy to control. TV shows and movies and games have done that to us forever, right? Books too, right? I remember reading one of the books in the Legend of the Seeker series. And I remember reading a particular torture scene, and it was like 11:30 at night, and I was reading this book before bed, and I had to actually put it down because I was like, what did I just read, right? Because it impacted me that heavily, right? I continued reading the book because it's an amazing series, and it's like 15 books long, but just reading words on a page and I was able to be impacted. Add on that, you know, people in movies and TV shows and games and all of that, and then step that up one level. And, like, people at the moment, when they think, oh, you know, emotion-triggering games in VR, oh, obviously, you know, fear, right? Any kind of scary game, you really want to try that. But at the same time, don't you want to see, like, an amazing story of, you know, victory of some kind, or something that'll make you appreciate life, or, you know, whatever it might be, right? Something that would make you cry, for example. Emotions are easy to control as an entertainment. Physical pain, not so much. Partly because physical pain, is half the actual pain and half your brain reacting to it, right? There have been really cool studies done where, you know, the whole fake arm thing, right? Where you have a box. You put your arm in the box and then you actually wear a shirt that has a fake arm, right? And then you kind of condition yourself to make your brain think that that arm that is not yours is yours. And so, you know, you rub two brushes on two hands at the same time so that your brain kind of associates that arm with that feeling, right? And then you do something crazy to it, like, you know, someone slams their fist down on it. You expect pain, even though you know in your brain that that's not your arm. Your arm is actually on the other side of the cardboard wall, right? So, and like, that's also how placebos work as well, right? You pretend that this pill can do what you say it does. You give it to a person and they go, oh, this pill does this thing, I will take it. And then they feel better or whatever, even though the pill is empty or it's just sugar, right? Because they're expecting it to help them. Or if you had a bad experience with food last time you went to a certain restaurant, the next time you go, you might feel kind of iffy while you're eating their food the next time because you're expecting to feel bad, to feel sick. Yes, it is definitely potentially traumatizing and dangerous. And that is absolutely true. And that is where classifying levels of, hey, this is, you know, what will happen in this experience, right? Are you ready for this? But at the same, on the flip side, it can do the complete opposite. There are studies done of people with arachnophobia, right? You stick them into a VR experience that might have a very small spider on a table far away that's not moving. And then over time, like over weeks, right, or days, whatever, however the person feels comfortable, right? You slowly introduce new things to that. You add hair to that spider, you make that spider move a little, maybe across the table, right? You make it slightly larger until they're no longer scared of spiders in VR. In IRL, they won't be scared of spiders as much. So there are definitely a lot of medical applications for VR that are going to be really, really cool. But on the flip side, as you said, they can also be potentially dangerous, right? But like, that's with any technology, right? Think about phones, right? They're amazing in the fact that you can contact any of your friends at any time for any reason very easily.
Your flag was returned.
But, you know, there is also the whole addicted to your phone thing, right? Where you never stop looking at your phone.
Your team has the flag. team has dropped the flag.
I had no health there, and I couldn't do anything because all the health packs were hacked.
The enemy has taken. Recover your flag.
Someone pick up the flag.
Wait for me! Whee!
Yeah, classifying experiences in VR is going to be one of the most important and trickiest things to do. Hmm. Oh, absolutely, Sterling. And the other thing is too that certain things you might not even realize that they've affected you a certain way until after the fact, or like weeks or months later, and then you go, "Oh, I shouldn't have played that game." Right? I'm having nightmares about that game. The human brain is very weird in that aspect. For example, and this isn't a fear or a dangerous thing in any aspect, but about 3 or 4 weeks, and I mentioned this in Panda's Discord, about 3 or 4 weeks before the Sea of Thieves closed beta, which we didn't know about at that stage, I had a dream of being on a ship in Sea of Thieves, and it was filling up with water, and I had to, you know, grab a bucket, go downstairs, and, you know, the water out of the ship, right? I hadn't played Sea of Thieves in months, or I hadn't watched anything Sea of Thieves in months, and I hadn't played it since the technical alpha when I played it with Panda that time a while back, right? So it was really weird for me out of nowhere, months down the line, of dreaming about being in Sea of Thieves. And sure, Sea of Thieves isn't a harmful game by any stretch. Maybe, you know, the Kraken, or when you die you are on this ghost ship, right? But overall, it's not a game that can particularly affect you. But imagine that same thing with, you know, Resident Evil, or something as horrific as that, right?
Enemy, recover your flag. Your team has the flag.
It's definitely worrying.
Your team has dropped the flag.
Ready for a shot.
Yes, I'm on
Flag
clean
was
up.
returned. Your team has the flag.
I have the flag.
Your team has dropped the flag.
Enemy turret!
Flag
Dropping the flag! Enemy turret down!
flag dropped.
I am highlighting that. That was amazing.
Enemy flag.
All that effort wasted.
She's back in the game!
But Sterling, if you want to look at a game with murderbots, take a look at.
Your team has dropped the flag.
I'm blanking on the name of the game now.
Your team has the flag.
But there are a number of wave-based shooters with killer bots, right? That you have to fight. Ah, we did it!
Your team has
That was a very Tracer laugh from me there.
I'm over the moon!
one.
I was a little confused for a moment.
Enemy has taken. Recover your flag. Your team has the flag.
Returning the flag.
Flag was returned.
Now, farewell! You got what's coming to ya!
Where's their flag? Ah, Roadhog has it.
Your team has captured the
I'm seeing silvers on our team though.
score.
That's not promising.
0. Match point.
And she's back in the game!
The enemy has taken. Recover your flag. Recover your flag.
Now what's our flag doing out here?
Hey, we did it! I didn't even realize we had the third flag.
Play of the game.
Okay, so where are we gonna place is the real question now. There was a silver on our team. Noonie dude. And someone on theirs was silver. Here we go. I didn't even get a card. You ready? Win, win, loss, 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 win, win, win. 5 wins, 5 losses. 22-42? 22-42. That puts me slap bang in the middle. And to get up to Sweezy Blaze, that's gonna be 300 SR plus. Whereas Vila is only 140 SR below me. So that's 2240 versus 2370. So it's very, very similar. Okay, here goes. In general, I've found that sci-fi these days, good sci-fi is very hard to find. There have been a couple really good movies that I've watched in the past, like, 5 years. But overall, none of them are particularly interesting. Usually they're focused around murderbots, right? About, you know, the bad things about tech. Or the bad things about the future. There aren't enough that are just cool sci-fi shows like Star Trek, like Stargate, like Star Wars, like all of those, right? Like, what was that one? Battlestar Galactica, that kind of stuff, right? Because those things require a fair bit of a budget, and no one is willing to spend the money on it. Which sucks, because I will watch anything that is relatively, you know... I watched Travelers, which was super interesting, about people from the future traveling to the past now, you know, to save the future. There was another one, Killjoys, was a really interesting show. I probably need to catch up on that. And I watched a show called Extinct, which is only on a specific university kind of website. But it is another kind of... It's a post-apocalyptic thing with a lot of technology. And it's super interesting in how it's done. I like how, now that my placements are done, I'm being put in with people who have been placed. You know, it's 6 PM. I've been live for 2.5 hours, and this is the first game where most of the people on both teams are placed, even though this game mode was released yesterday. I have yet to watch The Expanse. I've been meaning to. But I was watching Arrow until, like, a week and a half ago. So... I'm gonna start looking at shows like The Expanse that I can just start watching now. And also, Staggered Origins should be out soon as well, which should be really good.
Capture the enemy flag.
Sci-fi in general. Here's the thing, Pooplel. My favorite character in the entire show is Felicity Smoke. That is my favorite character.
Hi.
This guy has the new McCree skin.
I'll be taking this.
Oh no, he was able to get me through the cracks. I was worried about that. Is that our Winston? No, that's theirs.
Enemy flag.
Damn.
Wait for me.
Yeah, I literally watched Arrow for Felicity Smoke. She was a fantastically hilarious character. Oh, and also, the sister, what was her name? The blonde. The one who ended up being the canary at the start. Well, like 2 seasons in. She was also great. And then they got rid of her. Because of course. Yeah, Sarah. That's the one, Sarah. Sarah was good.
Yeah.
Your team has the flag.
She was like a badass character done right.
Armor here.
Your team has captured the flag. Score 1-0.
Ever get that feeling, deja vu?
No, Roadhog, go away. I didn't have recall.
And she's back in the game.
Recover your flag.
Knock him back.
He didn't get very far, did he? Went from there to there.
Returning the
Your
flag to
flag
base.
was returned.
I'm gonna be playing this game mode so much for the next 4 weeks.
Time's up. Cracking. I'll be taking this.
Flag
Someone else come pick up the flag.
Your team has the flag.
Junkrat in a room like that is a terrible thing to play against.
I'm back.
She's bad.
Your team
And hey, 2-0.
Armor here.
My ultimate is charging.
score
I like that.
2-0.
Thank you.
Flag
Dropping the flag. Here you go. Smash it.
flag
why would I pick up the flag again? All of that. Enderboy11, welcome to the stream. How's it going?
Back in the fight. Wicked.
Recover your flag.
Stop them!
Your team has the flag.
Could've sworn your flag was just there. Now what's that doing sitting
Your
around?
team has dropped the flag. Double kill. Your team has the flag.
We only had to take the flag 3 meters. That's amazing.
Play of the game.
He had 26 health for that entire thing. Oh my god. Ah, God, I love this game. Yay! New season high. 2300. Did I get like 60 SR for that? I wasn't looking, but I just... Damn. I loaded up the stream and it was already on the 2300. I got 59 SR for that. Wow. Have you seen Junkertown? Junkrat and Roadhog come from the same place. I wish there was a way for us to, like, view the maps in this in the same way we can view heroes, without actually loading into the game. He's just a guy that likes explosions. In a wasteland called Australia. From a wasteland. Also, I just realized this player's name. Wouldn't be surprised. They're the kinds of characters that would. I mean, most of what they do is trying to steal stuff and not succeeding. So there's that.
Entering Oasis University.
Here goes.
For battle. Select your hero.
I am on season 5? Alright, Sterling, see ya. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out. It was fun chatting about VR. Yeah, I finished season 5 of Arrow a couple weeks ago. I'm on season 6, episode 1. But, like, the ending of season 5 didn't really make me want to come back for season 6. Plus, season 6 isn't on Netflix in Australia yet. There's a link to my Tracked profile which lists every show that I watch and how far I've progressed in it. Most likely what I'll do is instead of continuing Arrows, I'll watch DC Legends. Because Sarah's in that. I forgot there was a health pack over here. I have the flag! Aha!
You can't catch me! Hiya!
Your team has captured.
Group up here. Group up.
Your team has the flag.
Here you go!
Your team has dropped the flag.
Have that.
Enemy turret!
There was no way I was going to win that fight.
Enemy flag returned.
The tip of my nose is super itchy, which is why I keep grabbing it like that.
Well, that just happened.
It's alright, we got one flag.
Group up. Teleporter ready for deployment.
Double.
You remember that?
Which person said that? May.
You have the flag. That enemy has taken your flag.
Back to base.
My teleporter is under attack.
They're Winston.
Flag.
Dropping the flag. Let's try that again. Someone else come pick up the flag. I'll be taking
Your flag was returned. Your team has the flag.
Come on.
Have the flag. Thank you.
Your team has captured.
Hi, Tracer.
Score 2-0. Recover your flag. Your team has the flag.
Warrior flag was just
Recover your flag.
They keep picking it up and dropping it. Oh. Okay, I wasn't expecting the Bastion.
Enemy flag returned.
I wonder if I streamed in 24 FPS. Less frames. Or like 26. But then the bitrate doesn't need to be as high to look good. These are the things I think about now when I'm going to be getting fiber soon anyway.
That enemy has taken your flag. Recover your flag.
our flag.
You have flag drop.
Oh, Reinhardt.
flag was returned. Enemy
8-3, not bad. Oh, rip.
I'm ready to start the
Sorry, Roadhog. Lucio, why? What was the point of that? Oh,
Ever get that feeling of deja vu? Back in the fight.
Sensors are online. I have opened the lock.
Let's this. Thanks, love.
oh yeah. So I got, what was it? 59 SR for that last game.
play of the game.
Curious what I'll get next. I get 100 SR. Yeah. $53 SR. Alright then, I shall be back. Wrong screen. And that is Vila. Oh, it actually does turn down when I talk, even at this level. That's strange. Interesting. Hello? Hello? Just gonna prepare the next song. Cool. I've refilled my water. I have terrible hair that I have never had any control over. I've gained almost 100 SR. Right? Hmm. 110 SR in 2 games. 105. Something like that. I'm happy with that. Interesting that it doesn't say how many games these people have played. So there was one person that complimented me on my Tracer play.
Now arriving at the Nepal village. Prepare for battle. Select your hero.
Did I prefer Sophie? I feel like I did. Oh yeah, my brother's currently playing Capture the Flag as well. Let's see how he's doing. I thought he was playing Capture the Flag. But no, he's just playing...
Cheers, love! The cavalry's here!
Arcade. Is probably, I don't see Capture the Flag in this list.
1. Capture the enemy flag.
I like how that just went from nothing happening to, oh my god, explosions and death and just bullets flying everywhere. My question is, who the hell do they have over here
Enemy flag returned.
defending their flag while the oh, Symmetra, of course. I just got abused.
The enemy has taken. Recover your flag.
And she's back in the game!
The enemy has taken your flag. Recover your flag.
Dropped our flag. Get it back.
I should not have been shooting Genji. He reflected, didn't he?
Your flag was returned.
Yep.
And she's back in the game!
I would love to hit Plat Capture the Flag, and because it's a 4-week event, I 100% expect to. Especially if I'm going to be gaining 50 SR per game. Nice one, Doomfist. That was really nice.
Score 1-0.
My ultimate is ready.
My brother stopped playing. He was getting too pissed off.
Getting the feeling they have a shield generator.
Nailed it. Ever get
Your team has the flag. Your team has dropped the flag. Recover your
Oh,
flag.
found their shield gen. It's in the most obvious spot.
Enemy flag returned.
Flag is
Your
secure.
flag was
Sending it
returned.
back to base.
just in time?
Well, that was unfortunate. What a way to go.
Getting the feeling they have a shield generator.
I am ready.
Join up with me. Group up here. That's
The
what
enemy
you
has
have.
taken your flag.
Defend it. Get our flag back.
Come on, Diva. What else were you expecting?
Recover your flag.
Hello.
I'm getting the feeling they
Your
have a
flag was
shield
returned.
generator.
Junkrat's not gonna shut up, is he?
Ever get that feeling? Deja vu.
Your team has the flag. Your team has dropped the flag.
I should have recalled.
Enemy flag returned.
Yeah.
Things are going well. I'm happy with this.
I'm getting the feeling that
Yes, Junkrat, we know they have a shield gen and we know exactly where it is. Please stop telling us.
Thank you.
Seems like we'll most likely win this 1-0.
Shield generator.
Your team has the flag.
Shield generator.
Your team has dropped the flag.
Fan.
I have the flag, but I don't have any help. And everyone else was dead anyway.
Enemy flag returned.
Wait for me.
I'm getting the feeling they have a shield generator. I wonder... I wonder who provided Junkrat with that clue, huh?
The enemy has taken your flag.
I feel like this diva doesn't know.
My ultimate is ready.
Recover your flag.
Someone take our flag back.
Let's try that again.
Your flag was returned.
Hey, we got the flag back. Nice!
Better.
Oh, hi, Elf Lover! How's it going? I misread that as ladies, but I think that's to be expected. Ladies is a greeting I use quite often among my friends. Maybe. As Tracer, I feel more useful helping defend the person with the flag than actually carrying the flag. How's life, Elf Lover? I feel like we only chat once a month, and that's when I stream. We did it! So, 49 SR the first game, 53 SR the second game. No, 57 the first time. No. Yeah. 57 the first time, 53 the second. I need to correct the message I posted on Discord. Here we go. From 53 to 1. Pretty good. 401. Yeah, I don't think Junkrat has that feeling anymore either. Because he's now dead. But Tracer lives on. Alright, I had a... One of these buttons was mapped to something else. It's not anymore. The metal on the underside of my desk is warm. I have questions. So, I will probably play about 3 more games. Depends on when dinner is ready. In that time... If I win the next 3 games, I will be 1 win away from hitting plat for this Capture the Flag season. No, I'm literally 2 wins away from plat. Two wins. And you know why that is? One, it's because Capture the Flag you play very differently. But the other thing is my Tracer skill level is low plat. So, even though in regular comp I am mid-gold at the moment, I have been in mid to high plat. So, it placed me near my real competitive SR. And then was like, holy crap, this guy is actually better than a mid-gold Tracer. Let's raise his SR. In Capture the Flag. So, it can correct if your MMR does not match your SR. But only in a fresh season? And only if you win every single game. I have not lost since I placed. And now that I've said that, we all know what's going to happen.
Cheers, love! The cavalry's here! Whoa!
Someone in chat, in-game, asked, what's on Drama Alert today? And I responded with my SR.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Too real.
capture the enemy flag.
Wicked!
This map is actually fairly well suited for Capture the Flag. The physics on those fireworks is still a little wonky. Nope.
The enemy has taken your flag.
They've taken all the guns. Get it back.
We're not big. Oh, we managed to kill the Roadhog.
Back in the game.
I like that. My ping's back at 90. At the start of every match, my ping seems to be at weird levels. And then it seems to calm down. Oh, is no one actually going to bring the flag back?
The enemy has taken your flag. Recover your flag.
Someone recover our flag.
The enemy has taken. Recover your flag. Your flag was returned.
I didn't have recall. Right at the moment that I needed it. It was half a second away.
I'm
Bravo.
yeah.
Healing shield generator online.
Where were we?
No!
Thanks, love.
That could have gone badly.
Enemy turret ahead.
Ah. I see how it is.
Healing in hand.
Oh, enemy turret ahead.
The enemy has taken
Oh,
your flag.
I wasn't expecting that one. That one right there. The others around the point, sure. That one that killed me. Nope.
Back in the fight.
Recover your flag.
Someone recover our flag.
They dropped the flag right there.
The enemy has taken your flag. The enemy
Unfortunate.
has captured your flag.
They're using a shield generator.
Score
I found their
0
shield generator.
to 1.
Is it in the same place that our shield generator is? So that it's only useful when they're attacking us, not when we're attacking them?
Much better. Get into position. Wait for
Nah, Roadhog! Why? I did not agree. I did not agree to that.
Yeah, yeah. Creating a barrier.
Enemy turret ahead.
She actually picked up armor from their Torbjorn mid-combat there. Oh god.
Ever get that feeling of deja vu? Back in the
Survived. Barely, but... I didn't survive.
and she's back in the game. Nem.
You decided not to land on their flag? Oh shit. You saw nothing? That was totally not me. It was totally by design. It was their Lucio's fault.
And she's back in the game.
This will help.
Powerful. Take cover. They have a shield generator. Turret ahead.
Your team has dropped the flag.
Let's try that. There we go.
Enemy flag returned.
Totally because I called it at the start.
They're using a shield generator.
Yes, Anna. We know they're using a shield generator. Are you the next Junkrat?
Get here.
Seconds remaining.
Enemy turret.
Your team has the flag.
My
Ever get that feeling of deja vu?
Where did their soldier ult from?
Get healed. They're using a shield generator. I can still get the job done.
Your team has captured the flag.
Your strike ready to be activated.
Attack now or we are defeated.
There we go. Enemy. Now, where were we?
I walked into that when I shouldn't have. Soldier got me down to low, and then the Symmetra finished me off.
Your team has
The
dropped the
flag.
flag. Recover
Point
your
against
flag.
an attack.
Cover our flag.
Enemy
My
flag
ultimate is ready.
returned.
Our enemies are taking the point.
Recover your flag. Recover your flag.
Let's try that again.
Your flag was returned.
Sudden death. Oh, and oh, that's really close together.
Prepare for battle.
Oh wow.
Select your
They
hero.
couldn't have put him on the bridge.
Cheers, love. The cavalry's here.
Why do we need a mercy? What's wrong with Anna?
Enemy turret destroyed. I am on a roll. Enemy turret down.
I assume no one's actually going for the flag.
Team has the flag.
That Tracer stayed alive and got her ult. In the same time it got me to 27% and I walked back to spawn. $46 SR. I'm gonna need 2 more wins. Two more wins. Alrighty, let's do it. Let's see if I can get to plat in a day. That's the dream, right? You play enough comp in a single day to go from mid-gold to plat. Which I kind of did do last season. It wasn't really a day, it was more like 3, but I went from high gold to mid-plat. I just realized there's an eyelash in my water. And now it's vanished. So. Loading screens, huh? I wish they hadn't screwed up Trace's cheeky voice line.
Cheeky.
Like, that is the wrong pitch.
Cheers, love. The cavalry's here. Cheeky.
It's pitch shifted, and it's not her usual tone.
Cheers, love. The cavalry's here. Cheeky.
And you can tell it's been edited. Whereas the new line that came in this update,
I'm over the moon. Who's ready for some fireworks?
like, that sounds like Tracer.
Cheeky.
That does not.
I'm over the moon. Eat my dust.
Sonic used to put this voice line in my face because I didn't get it during the first Summer Games event. But now I have it. I have every voice line for Tracer. The only thing I'm missing for Tracer overall, as you can see on this screen, only 4 out of 95, is this skin that I don't care about. Overall, it's a cool skin. I don't like the weird goggles. Like, can she even see out of those? Whereas with any of the others, you can see her eyes. A, it's a very ugly grey, and B, a skull? Really? Skull anywhere else makes sense. Not completely blocking your vision. So, like, I haven't bought it even though I have 15,000 credits. Because I'd rather save those credits for something like this skin. Not that one, the one above it, Asp. Ooh. This is only the second match I've had on this map for comp. I was playing it exclusively on normal Capture the Flag because it's only available on this map.
Cheers, love. The cavalry's here.
Nothing's gonna stop.
Five, four, three, two, one. Capture the enemy flag.
This is my jam.
Wicked.
I saw that, Farah.
The enemy recover your flag.
Where did she go?
Sending the flag back to our base.
There is one upside to playing competitive Capture the Flag with other people who have placed in competitive Capture the Flag. Everyone knows the rules by now. But I do find it interesting that 50 SR games, which is what I've been getting, is pretty standard for this mode with everyone else in the game.
The enemy recover your flag.
Where did they drop our flag? Right here.
Sending your flag was returned.
Okay.
Your team has dropped the flag.
I would like to be able to know who picked up the flag on either team in that thing at the top of the screen. Similar to when you cap it, it tells you. I'd like to be able to know that without having to wait for...
Shield generator online. Defense matrix established.
I felt that.
Speed kills.
I did that slowly, Tracer. That had nothing to do with speed.
Flag drop.
I was hoping the Moira had left.
Team has the flag.
Alright, I finished that glass. Is chat actually dead, or is my chat system dead? Like, I don't mind. Hey, we did it!
Score 1.
Really, I should be checking Hex chat. Whatever. Doesn't matter.
My ultimate is ready.
Oh, we lost a player. Come on, we still have 4.5 minutes left. Asimov, why? Oh no. Oh well. It's also getting too cold in my room now with the air conditioning on.
Team has the flag.
Could have sworn your flag was just there.
Your team has dropped the flag.
No, I got stuck on the pole. And that would have been so good.
Enemy flag returned.
Okay, so we're still down a player. They have 3 minutes to cap 2 flags to win. Even if they only cap 1.
Team has the flag.
I have a flag. Requesting backup.
Then in sudden death, we're gonna get destroyed.
Right on time.
Your team has
Nice.
score.
They've got a shield generator here somewhere.
Anything to slow him down.
You got what's coming to ya. Thank you.
2 minutes 20.
Your team has the flag. Your team has dropped the flag. Your team has
That Moira hunted me down. I did not agree to that.
Your team has dropped the flag.
Oof.
Enemy flag returned.
You got what's coming to ya. Let's have that again.
The enemy has taken. Recover your flag.
Wait for it.
Oh, jeez. I was unsuccessful in returning our flag. That was brutal. Alright, all I have to do is do that again. We have 1 minute to win this 5v6. This is amazing. This is exactly why I love Capture the Flag.
60 seconds remaining.
Oh, that... Lucio, that was a waste. Winston's over there, isn't he?
The flag. Your team has dropped
Yep.
the flag.
40 seconds. Oh, our Junkrat's gonna die.
I have located
30 seconds remaining. The enemy has taken the flag.
Oh, no. Is our Junkrat's Riptire gonna reach it? Yes! Now we just need to recover it.
The enemy has taken. Recover your flag.
Push on.
Your team has the enemy has taken your flag.
Wait, have they?
Recover your flag.
Our flag is in the open.
I was not expecting that. I thought the Bastion had that.
Your flag was returned.
How did we win that? How did we win that? Someone please explain how we won that 5v6 in Capture the Flag. Because I don't understand. Ah, they're Hanzo. It was still 5v5. It was balanced for 6v6. Okay, here goes. $47. $89. Yep. It's 42 SR. It's getting lower and lower, guys. This next one, I'll probably get less than 40 SR. As long as I get 11, I'll be able to hit plat. And that'll be the end of the games for this stream. Which works for me. Hitting plat after placing low to mid gold. It's basically how any day in comp should go. The thing is, losing SR is probably going to be about the same, right? 40 to 50 per loss. Which is going to be painful. Because I'm now... Yeah, Sweezy Place has been playing. Yeah, arcade in-game. Competitive in-game. I wonder if it shows up as just arcade in-game if you're in competitive arcade? Or if it shows up as the other one. Asking the real questions here. Okay. And is Vila in 2101? She's getting higher, isn't she? What about... Yeah, so top 500 doesn't work. I also find it interesting that up in the top left it says Brawl. Rather than Arcade. Wonder if that's just they haven't updated the string, or if they consider it a brawl. And compete with the best Capture the Flag players in the world. Interesting. So rewards are comp points, spray, a really nice looking spray, let's be honest. And a player icon. Both of them have a 1 and a flag. Well, here we go. So for plat, I'll be getting 300 comp points, whereas in gold I'd only get 150. Which is still 15 wins, right? Or 10 wins. And 10 comp wins in regular comp. With each win being a 20-minute game. These guys seem coordinated.
Cheers, love! The cavalry's here!
Can't really Torbjorn and Junkrat either. But you don't see me complaining in chat. Did these pillows get like extra shiny? Who makes their pillows shiny? It just sounds uncomfortable. See, we had a pillow that had a button in the middle where it was squashed.
Hey. Where do you want to go? Push in, get some picks off, and push in?
Yeah, I'm going left.
Diva's right. Model.
Chasing their. The cree's coming left.
No, yep, she is.
Alright, let's everyone just D. Everyone go on D for now.
Fuck.
I am muting that. I'm muting Diva.
The enemy has taken your flag.
We need a Lucio.
Really? This game is a tank game. Okay, Pooplel. Tell me, why are your pillows shiny? What is the point? What is the benefit of a shiny pillow? Curious.
Back in the fight.
I haven't gone blue yet.
Buy some time.
I am feeling this 160 ping, good lord.
Alright, they got a pig. Let's move and push in a little bit.
No benefits to a shiny pillow.
Push in, push in,
You
push
just
in.
have the ability to say, I have shiny pillows.
Stay
Yeah?
back and hit this flag.
That counts as a benefit.
What's the point in deflecting when it doesn't?
Go underneath you. Go underneath.
Oh god, they're all in there. I got it halfway, what more can I do, right? Hey, my weapon accuracy is 43%.
Are they all come below? Near the flag?
I don't know why.
We're not gonna win with this one.
Recover your flag.
It's alright, Genji got it. Genji has it under control. Genji's looking both ways to make sure he doesn't get flanked. That's beautiful.
I have located the enemy.
Oh, really, Symmetra? Never would have guessed the enemy was around here somewhere. Oh, the Lucio behind me was the enemy! We don't even have a Lucio! Damn!
Get it.
Back in the fight.
Your team has the flag.
Thank you.
Your team has dropped the flag. Enemy flag returned.
Oh no, he walked through the shield and got me anyway.
And she's back in the game.
I am disappointed.
enemy has taken your flag. Recover your flag.
Well, while they're busy over there,
Enemy has recover your flag. You have the flag. Flag.
Returning the flag to base.
Your team has dropped the flag.
Let's try that again.
You have the flag. Flag dropped.
I should have blinked. Save myself.
Enemy flag returned. That enemy recover your flag.
Well, that just happened. Wicked.
That enemy has taken your flag. Recover your flag.
Their Hanzo went downstairs and was like, "Oh god, it's Symmetra turrets," and then panicked.
Recover your flag.
Sending the flag back to our base.
Looks like you.
Oh,
Enemy flag returned.
Back in the fight.
And McCree is OP.
Nice, nice, nice. Push it a little bit. Push it. Oh, never mind, one's dying.
Whew.
And she's back in the game. Whee! Thanks, love.
Nah, I'm boys. I'm good friends, man. That's my impersonation of him.
Just in time. Wait.
60 seconds.
Hanzo, the three down below.
Oh, we don't get. Oh no, wait. We still do have a Symmetra. Cool.
Back in the
Three down below
I'm
again.
not talking much because I'm focused on trying to actually do something here.
Get it. Nice.
much better.
That enemy has taken your flag.
That's 2-0.
It might not be in the team chat, so
Everyone's in team chat, except for me. Well, I'm there. Just I muted the guy with the terrible mic. 0-2, not bad.
Play of the game.
Oh, I'm not the one that got play of the game. Right then. Thank you to everyone who has stopped by the stream. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for chatting. I appreciate you stopping by, even if it's just to lurk. I don't currently have any streams planned. Hopefully maybe one next month. But I might stream more of competitive Capture the Flag tomorrow or next weekend. We will see. In the meantime, though, enjoy the rest of your days, nights, evenings, mornings, whatever. Based on whatever time zone you're in. And see you next time.